Heimir, we're here at FEI HQ after a fantastic 2024, of course. Nations League campaign over, you're in the role. How have you found it since joining the association?
Intense. It's been really intense. As a coach or a leader or a spokesman coming from Jamaica in June, so we had a finals in Nations League in March, and then we went to finals in the Copa America in June, representing a nation I needed a long time to adapt to, and then just coming straight to here, another nation to represent, and not knowing much about the culture, etc., and especially the football culture. So it's been a tough period when you come here and you're meant to be the spokesman not only for the national team, you're kind of a spokesman for the country. It's tough not to be educated and being in the country for longer than I did. So in the beginning, I was pretty careful what I said, how I spoke, and wanted to give others maybe the floor in the beginning. So it's been tough. You need to learn a lot of names. Yeah. You need to learn all about the players, the possibility of selection, and then there's a League of Ireland, another group of players, or the administration. So it's a lot of learning when you come as a foreigner into a new job. And I was pretty tired after a hectic year for Jamaica, starting the World Cup, the Nations League finals, semi-finals, and then the Copa America. So it was a lot of games, and then just totally twisting it around. So it's been hectic. There's been a lot of things to learn for me, and that takes time. And then it's the football thing on top of that one. So, but what I've been happy about is the people, both in the federation, in the association, and I've been very welcomed, and I've had a lot of support from the people here. So I cannot be more grateful than I am today towards that. And then coming, I know that the football environment was tough, given the losses and the not so much success in the past. But the support we have had is amazing, and again, greatly thankful for that.
Talk about the support within, the continuity, I suppose, being able to appoint John and Paddy, and they had the experience of the March and into June. That seemed to help behind the scenes with the players as well, that continuity through. Did you feel the help of that?
Yeah, that was my request when I came, to keep them both. And we were lucky that Pete Shuttleworth as well was in the staff. So that was continuity in that sense. That made it easier for me to select the team, to know everything about the players. Just imagine that if I would have brought in my staff from somewhere else, needing to learn everything like myself. So for me to be successful or more successful was to have them on board and with all their knowledge. So I think that was a clever move from me and the federation to get them to continue. And it just shows the person John is and Paddy is, to want to continue, and that should be respected a lot, to want to continue like this. And it shows us how much he loves his country and is willing to do for his country. So big respect to them both.
6 games from September into November. Have you seen this group of players evolve in that period, and have you seen more of what you want to see from a Hallgrímsson team, if you will?
If you ask a coach this question, they always like more, and they always like things to happen quicker.
Of course.
But definitely we've taken steps, and in these areas that we want to improve in. So we said when we started, we need to be more organized. We need to be defensively better structured, and from there we can work on all the other elements in the game. And I think we've done that. We've been pretty consistent in what we want from the players. And you have to take into account as well that there's only 3 camps, and 2 of them have only been a week, so it's 2 training sessions in that week. So probably the contact time with the players is a week. So it's not much on the grass where we can be working together on the grass. So hopefully in 225 we will have more contact time on the grass, so we can work on the things that we want to. But we've talked more than trained, so we've had a lot of meetings, probably too much. But that was the only way we could kind of get our thoughts and our philosophy through to them. So yeah, for example, we had the last 2 camps were a game on Thursday and a game on Sunday. And the players come in playing themselves on a Sunday, so the Monday is off, Tuesday is difficult to train, so it's a Wednesday, and then there's a game, and then there's a recovery day, and then just one match day minus one, and
go again.
So it's so little contact time that we have had in these 3 months. And again, that is why it's so important that John and Paddy has had the summer with the guys, the two friendlies and a long camp in the summer.
Football is all about special moments, I suppose, and the special moment, probably the highlight was that away win in Finland, in particular, the last minute nature of that. How important is it, not just for yourself and the staff, but for the players to experience that? It's still a relatively young group of players who might have, there's certain players in that group who wouldn't have had that experience before in a competitive match, to really build that belief that you need to achieve success.
Yeah, it's good psychologically to have achieved it, because once you've done it once, it's not a surprise and it's not like something that you don't believe in. So psychologically it's important. Second is, given that I think at that time it was, if I heard correct, 12 years since this national team changed the defeat.
Yes.
I think 12 years. So losing a game,
away from
changing
home
it, and winning winning the game. So that's always psychological barriers that you need to break and do something for the first time. And important for these, especially the young guys that have probably experienced more defeats and disappointment than success. It's good to have a win, and winning that way is always kind of more special than scoring in the opening minute and hanging on to the end of the game. So no, it was good, and on top of that, it was a really good second half we played. Yeah. So it was not only the goal; it was how we played.
Obviously, the campaign ended with the defeat at Wembley. Throughout the whole campaign, you talked about how you wanted to see Ireland and ourselves evolve to be able to take points off teams of a higher calibre. It was a difficult one to analyse, that England game, because in the first half you probably saw the blueprint of what you wanted to see, and then the second half obviously was the second half. How difficult was it for you, and to surmise what you saw that night? You
shouldn't talk excuses afterwards. Yeah. It's just too big of a loss to try to find positives. But you're absolutely correct. So the game plan was good until minute 50 or something. Half time, and that's the tricky thing being a coach. You come in at half time, you're pretty happy. They hadn't created goal scoring chance against us in the first half, and we felt that they were a little bit frustrated, and that was kind of the game plan, to sit out as long. But of course we could have done better when we won the ball. But like I said, the priority is to start on this. If we want to qualify for the World Cup, we need to be able to win teams that are above us in the ranking. So no, that was, the game plan was working. So halftime talk was about tweaking, and then you're 3-0 down and one player down. So it's difficult to have a talk with the players. Especially at Wembley, is 80,000 English fans cheering them on, so it's difficult to get message. But no, it was. I would want to take that game and put it as an outlier.
Yeah.
So it's just one of these things that happen. They're never going to happen again. Let's put them in that shelf and never look at this again.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, we know the opposition for next year now, considering the World Cup draw, Portugal or Denmark, Hungary and Armenia. Your reaction to the draw, how do you see that? Hopeful?
Yeah, it's opportunities in that draw for sure. And we played Hungary, we played Portugal in the summer, did pretty good against both these opponents. So that's a good thing. It's not long since Ireland played Armenia as well.
Yeah.
So it's all a good knowledge to have played all of these opponents before, and I think we can go in confidence from those matches. I know both Portugal and Hungary was a friendly in June, not the same, no. but still good games from Ireland.
The support was obviously taking you in, especially after that Finland game, going over and taking the acclaim. You said that night you haven't ever experienced support like this. How have you enjoyed that relationship with the supporters now that's evolved over time?
No, I love it. I think it's really special. Normally support comes with success.
Yes. So
success comes first and the support comes afterwards. This is how it should be. You support your national team in good times and bad times. Yeah. And I absolutely love it. And it's so respectful how big of a support we are getting. It's something I haven't experienced before, because normally when you start doing badly, the support will vanish. But yeah, the Irish people is proud people, and they will support their national team.
We're already up to 20,000 season tickets sold, which is incredible, really. It's an exciting year next year. We've obviously start with Bulgaria in March. How impatient are you almost to get back and get into those matches?
No, I think it's good games, really good games to play Bulgaria. I think that the level they won there, or second place in their group, so they would probably fancy playing us now. They're a little bit on the rise. So no, it will be good games playing them, and a good test for the World Cup games in September. So no, it's going to be good games. Hopefully we'll get all the support possible when we play them in Aviva, and probably the 1,000 or 2,000 people traveling to Bulgaria.
Plovdiv's got to be busy that day.
Yeah, and actually you can get cheap dental care in Bulgaria, so you can use the trip.
There you go. Well, have a happy Christmas and a great New Year, and we'll see you in 2025.
Same to you guys, same to you. Happy Christmas. Gleðileg jól.